I'm sorry, sir, but if it was created to cause pain, we don't appraise it, and that isn't up for negotiation. Rory cracked an eye. He ached all over, his skin still prickly from a night's scrying, his muscles sore from too little sleep and in a chair at that. He felt around on the side table until his hand landed on his new glasses. He slid them on and rested his temple against the chair's wingback side as he listened to Mrs. Brodigan haggle with a potential customer. But it's not a very large pistol. I dare say I might have misspoke earlier. It's looking like we won't have time to appraise the brooch either. Wait. All right, just the brooch. I'll take the pistol somewhere else. Rory slouched deeper, feet propped on the battered footstool. He only half listened as Mrs. Brodigan took down the customer's details. Then, finally, the bell jingled as the front door of the shop swung shut. A moment later, Mrs. Brodigan popped her head in the office doorway. I thought I heard you stirring. He yawned. Weren't you meeting with what's-his-name this morning? The hi-hat rush job? We went to the restaurant on 49th. You deserved some sleep, so I told him the shop wasn't available. She shook her head. I don't know if I trust him yet, and I certainly don't think he ever needs to know about you. His tired brain managed some gratitude, mixed in with the persistent irritation that Kenzie had given them such an impossible job. And did you tell him off for being a colossal time-wasting prick? Language, dear, and yes, I was very cross with him. She hesitated. At first. At first? How about I make us a cup of tea? She was already on her way out of the office. What bad news do you have if you've got to butter me up with tea? He called after her. So suspicious. Not a denial. Rory reluctantly pushed up to his feet and made his way out of the office. Mrs. Brodigan was puttering behind the cash register counter, turning it into a makeshift kitchen with her hot plate and kettle. She set a new tin of Mrs. Meyer's apricot hamantian cookies next to the register, and Rory helped himself while she made up tea and passed him a mug. So, said Rory, savoring the warmth of the mug against his cold, still prickly hands, what does at first mean? He admitted the task was a test. Mrs. Brodigan took a breath. Because he has another job. Rory snorted. And I'll do it for him, he said, lifting the mug to his lips. In another lifetime. He paid for last night, with a tip. And for the new job, he's offering triple. Triple? Rory cursed into his tea because now he was listening. And what does he want for triple? Me in a maid's uniform scrying all the china in his Fifth Avenue mansion?